Hi friends, and in this week's lesson, Seeing Bodies in Motion, so far we've looked at some sculpture figures and some photographs of people and kind of thought about what the body looks like when it's not on a flat surface like a painting or a drawing, but is shown in a sculpture. So we're going to use, because I love to use your artwork over and over again, we're going to use those sketches that we did last week of our model friends or using our mannequins or photographs, and we're going to turn it into a sculpture. And it's going to be a wire sculpture. So wire is a very malleable, that means it's very easy to bend material, and it's another way that artists can think about lines because a wire is just a three-dimensional line. So I want you to think about when you pick your sketch that you're going to make your sculpture out of today, is your person vertical or are they horizontal? Okay. I also want you to think about if you're going to have one figure in your picture or you're going to collaborate with someone else and put two figures together into a sculpture. That'd be kind of cool. And then I want you to think, by looking at your sketches, what lines and shapes and bends are you going to have to twist into your wire. So you're going to get two pieces of wire today. We're going to have to be very careful with one another because we're in a small space and wire is pokey. So try not to poke yourself, try not to poke your friend. You're going to get a 6-foot piece of wire, which is super duper long. And then you're going to get a shorter piece of wire that's about 2 or 3 feet. So we're going to start with this long piece of wire, and I'll show you what to do first. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, friends, so I've looked through my sketches, and I think I'm going to do this guy right here. So you're going to take your super long piece of wire, and you're going to find the ends. Oop. You're going to find the ends and match the ends like this. Try to get them as even as possible because we're going to kind of not bend it in half, but get it to a good point where we've got two halves, equal halves, and then you're going to twist it to form the head and the neck. So looking at our piece, I think I'm going to twist it about here, and then just using your hands pretty easily. Try not to poke your friend, or you could go this way. There. Let me make this into more of a head shape. Looking pretty good. Let me give it another twist. Make the neck a little bit more substantial. All right. Now we're going to make the body and the legs, the torso. Now we're going to move on to the torso, this part. So it's going to be the chest and the hips are all kind of going to be one piece. And that'll be about 2 lengths. So you can kind of take your fingers, measure about here is where I want that part of the torso to be, and I'm going to twist it again. Try not to poke yourself, try not to poke your friend. If you do poke your friend, say sorry, be considerate. Okay, it's a pretty good shape for that. I do have a couple of these wire pliers that I'll put around the room, so if you get into a problem like this where it can't unkink with just your hands, you can use pliers, and I can come and help you too if you need to. I'm just kind of pinching and twisting that knot out. Perfect. All right, friends, so now to make the legs, you're just going to take the ends of your wire and you're going to meet them up here at the hip, and and you're going to twist it. It's a little tight, so you might want to get your pliers and use your pliers to bend the wire. Oops. There we go. Let's do the other leg. Good, and now we can shape the legs. All right, so there's the body, the head, the body, and the legs of our figure. Now we're going to fold our shorter wire in half. And we're going to wrap it around the neck to form the arms and the hands. And we're going to twist for the elbows and bend for the elbows and the wrists. So we're going to wrap it around the neck. Give it a pretty good twist. And pull a little bit. You might want this tool to give it a good little squeeze. Go. Now we're going to bend it to make the arms and the hands. So we can bend this back like this, bend it in half again just like we did the legs. Secure it around the neck with your pliers. You want to make sure that you're tucking in these little end pieces so they don't poke you later too. Next arm. Beautiful. We've got arms. Here's our body. You can now manipulate it and bend it to make it match your figure on the screen. You could twist it to make the feet and the arms. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do that, and you can get started. Here we go. Okay friends, so I just finished manipulating and bending and twisting my wire to make it look like my sketch. Let's check it. So, remember, here's the sketch I was working off of, and here's my wire sculpture. I think I got it pretty close. So if you still have time today, I have some other wire that you could add to this if you would like. The twisty wire, it's colored, it's a little bit easier to work with than this even. So you could continue to add to your wire sculpture if you want to, or if you just want to leave him like this, that's fine too. I'll give you a piece of tape to tape to one of his feet so you can write your name and your class code so we don't lose him. And I can't wait to see what you guys do.